Have you ever had a song that got stuck in your head? Or have you ever had a song that you loved listening to over and over again? Or you ever heard a song that just, you don't know why it's in your head, but it's just there and you keep singing it over and over and you wish it would just leave for a long time? Music has been a big part of my life growing up. After I joined band in middle school and all these things, music became a big part of my life. And then I learned what Christian music was and how worship music was, and I began to love that even more as I joined worship team and started playing and all these other things. But I always loved learning the history or the meaning behind someone who wrote the song about God. For instance, one of the songs that spoke to me when I was younger is How He Loves. How He Loves was written by John Mark McMillan after he experienced this great loss of a friend who died in a car accident. He was angry with God. He was upset with God. And he wrote this song about how much God loved him through that anguish, through the pain that he was experiencing. That God would love us, not like some clean love but he loves us when we're messy. He loves us when we're messed up. And he loves us even if we are struggling and in a season of doubting him. He loves us through our anger when we say, God, why did you do this? Where are you? And we have our doubts. God loves us through all of our seasons of lives. And it's really hard sometimes in those seasons of lives to love God back. But in Matthew 22:37, it says, Jesus said to him, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and great commandment. Jesus told us a first job is to love God. And I believe when we start to love God and to see His character and build a relationship with Him by diving in deeper with Him, to growing a relationship with Him, we begin to trust Him more. We begin to worry less. I remember C.S. Lewis had a quote that trust is the absence of worry. And sometimes in the world that seems uncertain, sometimes we can be worried, fearful. But when we start to put trust in God and we trust Him with our finances or relationships with our health and all these things, our worry becomes rest, our fear becomes rest, because we know we're putting it in His hands and for His wisdom to come forward. Even though it's not something that we may envision or the outcome we may want, God's plans are for us. And sometimes we just have to remember who is in control of everything is God. To remember that even through bad seasons, even through hard times, even through all these things that are going on in the world right now, that God is still constant with us. Even when we doubt that, He is still there. I want to encourage you all that just to keep praying and to keep in the Word. We're praying for you all here at the Harbor. And this has been the Heart of Devotion.